Now, first let me tell you what is a data type. A data type represents the type of data stored in a variable. Data types in Python are as follows: numeric types, bool data types, sequences, sets, mapping, non-type. Now let us go through each one of this in detail. Numeric types. Int. Int represents any integer value. It can be a positive or a negative integer. Say 10, minus 7, 0, 100, 2, 11, etc. Float. Float represents any decimal number. It can be a positive as well as a negative decimal number. Say 10.5 minus 7.6 minus 5.5, 0.01, 0.001, etc. Complex. Complex represents values in the form of a plus bj. Now this j can either be a small j or a capital J, where a represents the real part and b represents the imaginary part. Say 10 plus 5j minus 7 minus 6j, 1 plus 5j, 2 plus 3j, etc. Next is the bool data type. This data type represents boolean values. There are only two boolean values, that is true or false. So true internally represents 1 and false internally represents 0. The next data type is sequences, which contains these data types, that is string. Now, string is basically a group or a combination of characters or maybe a single character but enclosed within single or double quotes. For example, hi, this is a Python data type, welcome, thank you, okay. Any of these can be considered as a string, the condition being they are enclosed either within single quotes or double quotes. The next is a list. A list is a data type which has list elements enclosed within square brackets. These list elements could have either the same data type or different data type. For example, here 10 is an int, Veena is a string, apple is a string, minus 10.5 is a float. List is mutable. That is, its list elements can be changed. But when we talk of a tuple, tuple is immutable. That is, its tuple elements cannot be changed. You can only read a tuple. And this is the basic difference between a list and a tuple. Tuple is enclosed within circular brackets. So all tuple elements are enclosed within circular brackets, and they can also have tuple elements either of the same data type or different data type. Here also 10 is an int, Veena is a string, apple is a string, minus 10.5 is a float. Next we talk of range. Range is basically a sequence from some starting point to some ending point. For example, r equal to range of I represents a sequence from 0 to 4. Now, all these values 0 to 4 will be saved or stored in R, and when you say for I in R colon print I, it will print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, this for I in R colon is basically a for loop, which we will see in our next videos. For now, range basically stores a sequence of numbers. Next is sets. Now set is represented with curly brackets, and a set has two important criteria. One, a set cannot contain duplicate elements. Second, a set is unordered. That is, firstly, a set does not contain duplicate elements means I cannot put 10, 20, 10, 30, 40, 50. Even if I put that, when I print a set, it will show me only 10, 30, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 and not 10 two times. Again, as I said, set is unordered. That is, whatever is the order that I put it in, it is not necessary. For example, here I put 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it is not necessary that it will get printed or stored in the same way. It might get printed as 30, 40, 50, 20, 10. Okay. Next is mapping. So it has a dict data type. Dict stands for dictionary. Now a dictionary is represented by curly braces and it has a key value pair, comma, key value pair, comma, key value pair. That is, key is to value, comma, key is to value. So basically your 1 represents the key is to, that is the colon, and then value, that is amount. So basically this also can have any data type, and I can also write this as 1:2, where 1 will be the key and 2 will be the value. But here the key should not be changed. That is, the key should be immutable. And anything can be given as a key, but it should be immutable. It should not be changed. D is equal to this. Empty curly braces will also represent a dictionary. Now you will wonder that if this is a dictionary, we had represented sets also with curly braces. Am I right? So, whenever you are representing a set, if you want to represent it as a set, make sure that you put at least one element inside it with a comma to say that this is a set. We will see all of that with a demonstration now. Okay, so let us see the demonstration of each of the data type. If I write type and enclose this with circular brackets, and if I write any variable name inside it, it will give me the data type of that variable. Or even if I write any value inside it, say 34, it will give me the data type of that value. So this is basically an int. Okay, so now we will check whatever we have studied. So I am assigning a is equal to 23. Now we know that 23 is an integer, so it should give me int, right? So I'll write type and then inside the circular bracket a. So I am telling it that give me the data type of a, and if I press enter, see, it is giving int. Now we will make a say 23.67. So now we know that this is a decimal number, and if I write again type of a, so see, it is giving me float, because 23.67 is a float. Now let me change a to 23 plus 78j. Now this is of the form a plus bj. According to what we have studied, it should be complex. Now let us check whether it is giving us complex. See, complex. Next, a is equal to say Asha. And if I press enter, since this is enclosed within single quotes, it should give me that a is a string. Let us check. See, string. Also, I wanted to tell you that it is not necessary that you have to put a combination of characters. It could be a single character enclosed within double quotes or single quotes also. still it would give you a string. For example, I write A is equal to A. According to me, this should also give me a string. Let's check. See, class str, it is giving me a string. Now let us put A is equal to in square brackets 1 comma r comma 6 comma ria. Okay, and then again square brackets. We have known that if anything is enclosed within square brackets, then it is a list. Let us check. It is a list. Now let me put anything. Say 1 comma 7 comma k k comma g. Okay, inside circular brackets. We have also known that whenever anything is enclosed within circular brackets, it's a tuple, but it is immutable. That is, we can only read a tuple. Let us check whether it gives me a tuple or not. See, it is giving me a tuple. Okay. Now we move on to the next thing. Let us make A as okay. 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 5, but I have to enclose it within curly brackets, and I'll put 5 again to check. Okay, so it won't give me any error and it will say that this is a set. Now let me show you that. See, but if I print A, it will not display 5 again, because I told you that duplication is not allowed in a set. Now let us check. Also check the order. We have put it in the order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it showed us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it is not necessary always that the order will remain the same. For example, I'll give you another example. A is equal to, say, 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6, and if I say print A, okay, again it is giving me the same order, but again you can try with different examples. It is not always compulsory that it will give you the same order, because a set does not check for the order of elements. It can display them in any order. It is again and again giving in the same order because maybe that is the way it is displaying it, but it's not necessary. Okay, the next thing that we will check is dictionary. So I will write A is equal to 1 is to Ria. We are displaying the roll number and the name here. 2 is to Soham. 3 is to, say, Rahul. Okay. And now, oh, I missed the single quote here. I am sorry, I did not complete the single quote. That is why it gave me that error. Now I've completed it. Okay. Now we will write type of A. Okay. And see, it is showing me a dictionary. Also, I want to show you that if I write just the curly brackets, it should still give me a dictionary. So how will we differentiate between a dictionary and a set? So what I'm supposed to do is, I'm supposed to write, okay, so now I have written A is equal to 1 comma and enclosed it within curly brackets. Now why I have done that? Because when I'm not writing anything inside A and just getting the type of A, it is showing that these are curly braces. So it shows that it is a dictionary if it's just enclosed in curly braces and nothing is written inside it. So how do I differentiate it with a set? So if I want to differentiate it with a set, I am supposed to write something inside curly braces with a comma. So that should now give me that this is a set and not a dictionary. See, it is giving me a set. There is no need to worry if there is more than two elements or two elements, because then again it will differentiate as key and value pair for dictionary, and if there are only elements enclosed within curly braces for set, but this is for less than two elements. Okay, and now we'll just check for range. So range of phi, I'm sorry, I should write R equal to range of phi, and then I should write for I in range of R equivalent print I. Okay, I guess I cannot run this inside this. I'll have to write a program to show you. So I'll do that. Okay, so here I've written a very simple program to show you how range works. R equal to range of phi, and then for I in R colon print I. Don't worry about this loop. This is called the for loop. For I in R colon print of I. We will study it in our lectures as we move ahead. For now, it is just for you to see what happens when you use range. So I had told you that it should display values from 0 to 4. Let's see. So I'll just file and then I'll do the save as, and then okay, I guess I've saved it. Yeah, I did save it. Okay, so I don't have to save it. I just have to go to Dhruvi Programming Academy. There I have this file demo, and now we'll run it. CMD Python demo.py. See, it is displaying values from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. We will study more about it when we study about for loops. So we have covered all data types: numeric type, bool data type, sequences, sets, mapping, and none type is just the last one which is remaining. I want to tell you about none type, that none data type represents an object that does not contain any value. So if an object does not contain any value, then it comes under none type. I hope you have understood whatever I taught you about data types in Python. And if you have any queries, you can put them down in the comment section below. I would love to answer them. Also, if you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please like it if you like the video. Thank you so much.